everybody, welcome welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine, this is Leah Sees Movies, and we are back with the next episode of Young Justice. And you know, we are kind of just riding it out through some highs and some real low lows, you know, through some less than invigorating storylines. But I'm here and we're back and we're gonna keep watching because I have heard tell that once you get through the valley, there is a really good season 4. So work through it until then and hope that, you know, there's something to enjoy at least in this episode. Or it's gonna be an entire episode about Harper Row and I don't know, her daddy issues or something. Something completely unrelated because sometimes they love to do that. So yeah, I mean, what else could you do? I'm trying to think. I could use a break from Gar, I think. It's like we waited 2/3 of the season to get, we waited 2/3 of the Outsider season to get the Outsiders, and now I have them. And I'm like, you know what? I could use a little break. Not you, Virgil. Obviously not you. Never you. But the rest of them, mostly Gar, maybe we can have like a Cyborg episode. Violet is probably going to be either some more Harper stuff or some more Dr. J stuff, which could be nice if it's like we finally get other people realizing she's super freaking suspicious. Because I don't think we're going to get more depth on Tara just yet, so fingers crossed we get a good Victor or Dr. Jace reveal episode. Let's go with that. Alright, so on that tiny bit of optimism, I am going to stop talking. Let's get started. I did Deja?
We're not holding the United
Wandasa.
Nations Climate Conference in Wandasa simply because my company owns this hotel. I own hotels in many cities, Wanda's leader in perpetuity, General Simon Mubara, invited us. Global warming affects us all. And with the new year comes a new chance to say...
He's like, global warming affects us all, especially my new resort.
Long time, Diana. Cassie will not say it, but she misses her mentor.
I was about to say, is Diana back on Earth, but nope.
Yeah, but I'm needed out here. Please tell them both I'm thinking of them. Always.
Smiles, everyone, smiles. Tafadali, tabasamu.
See, I'm assuming that's Gar over there spying, which is literally all I've been saying this whole time, is why make all this kerfuffle about yourself? Just be a lizard and spy on people. That would have been his most useful ability. And also I'm talking while people are being attacked. She is not alright, thanks for asking. Although who does a video call and then just walks away from the camera?
Stop!
Oh.
The United Nations and Lex Luthor legitimize the tyrant Mavara by holding these talks in Wanda. Injures are now
Outsiders, we're up.
General Mubara, do I have your permission? Yes.
I will say, at least this time, it looks like we're actually getting a fun action episode. I mean, we'll see if this lasts longer than 2 minutes. Despite my extremely straight face.
Look out!
They find any excuse to kill her. It does kind of imply that she's just the worst fighter on the team. Because how come everyone else isn't dying like this? Why is it just her? Because she's the only one who can come. She's the only one who can come back. But that doesn't make it not lazy. I love it. Her eyes open. She was ready to go. I also feel like I should recognize that sword.
You're in. You okay?
He's fine.
My accelerated healing? I'll be fine.
Sick.
Careful, Mr. Godfrey. We don't want to spoil those telegenic good looks.
Alright, so we have the Outsiders, the team, the League, all in one place.
Fine. Flash to Watchtower. The Blunden crisis is over. No need to send reinforcements. I got an assist from the Outsiders.
Excuse me? Who assisted who here?
I thought the League was barred from Bwanda.
I called in the Justice League ambassador.
I love it because it's like there's a bunch of other national crises and the League is not called in. But then when he was personally attacked, it's like, all right, hold on.
Were not required. As a result, a child was badly hurt.
I'll be fine.
I'd like to thank the real hero here, the Flash.
The Justice League is always happy to help. But I'm not gonna be a part of your dog and pony show.
I'm curious if Lex is trying to big up the League now that the Outsiders have gotten popular.
But I had no control over my actions, over my own mind. We know. It's okay, Leah.
It's me. But like when a black woman recast a redhead kind of way.
But I'm pretty sure Garth was targeted. They drugged him so he couldn't use his powers, then moved in for the kill.
I mean, that makes sense to go for people with powers.
The League and slam the Outsiders.
Yeah.
It felt like we were set up.
Oh, you were totally set up.
So I was thinking, it's like now he doesn't have full power of the League. That makes him look bad.
Yes, Miss Savage, you had questions.
I knew I recognized that sword.
It would have been nice to eliminate my main UN adversaries, but defaming the Outsiders was job one. That's why the light planted seeds on the dark
Got
one,
it.
suggesting a Biv attack was imminent.
So much of this season is just PR arguments. Actually, it's only been so much of the last like 4 episodes, but feels like it's been going on forever.
Respectfully, sir, they'll know you were involved.
My dear, knowing and proving are two very different things.
I understand you attacked without a shield, racing in, taking crazy chances. Besides, you still haven't said a word about your arrest. You can talk to me, you can talk to Artemis, you can talk to Helga.
For some reason.
You have to talk to someone.
Let's get Black Canary back.
You're benched from the team.
Didn't have to be there. The League was called in.
By Luther. He set it all up to target us.
The most powerful man in the world has made you his target? Did you even hear yourself?
For a dad, he's like, that's the worst thing I could possibly hear. Aren't you like 19, bro?
To rescind my permission. I've spoken with some of the other parents.
Seriously, how old is he supposed to be?
And Fred went out to look for Vic.
Gosh, I forgot about Vic. Even when I'm here, I never see him.
I live here and I never see him.
You just did. Oh. I was hoping we were gonna cut to Victor and we get like a Victor moment.
I'm afraid we've still found no cure for this cell death that's
Killing me. Yes, I see.
Won't you tell me what's going on?
I'm sorry, Violet, but you're dying. I have...
She's got a lot of stuff to share. Or not share, rather.
Still, this is your first serious relationship. And her first relationship, period. First loves are very sweet. But the truth is, they rarely last.
So, genuine question, which is weirder? A 17-year-old dating the reincarnated spirit of an AI into a previous corpse, or an 80-year-old alien dating a 3-month-old newborn clone?
Because the three of us compared notes and agreed we needed to talk to the Outsiders.
Who's the chick with the bangs?
Robot monkeys and this girl. She's reaching out to us for help.
Oh, none of you kids are going anywhere. Not till we hash this thing out.
I'm an emancipated minor, and Jaime and Virgil are both 18.
But
Okay.
Eduardo,
He is
Cassandra,
18.
and Bartholomew do not have our permission to go.
Rion, you coming?
You had better go without me.
I'm having relationship issues, so obviously that takes precedence over the mission.
I think this is the little match girl's father's store. From her posts, I'm pretty sure she lives upstairs.
Also, they're just going anywhere or when they're tagged on Twitter.
Actually, we came to see her.
But she's gone.
Wait, no. He said Jaime and Virgil are 18, so Eduardo's not 18. Seriously?
All this showboating. Can't you find other ways to get attention?
We aren't doing this for ourselves. The meta-teens at the youth center need role models.
I still don't get why Eduardo's on the team. This is...
Encouraging these children to place themselves in danger?
You know what? At least someone's finally having the conversation, because it was really driving me bananas that they were like, this is what we should teach people. If you're 15 and you have powers, go fight crime, instead of just like, be normal but love yourself.
It's not you.
Please don't say it's not you, it's me.
But it is me. I kissed a girl at school. Well, she kissed me, but I didn't stop her.
Anyway, I don't know if I can actually add that or if I'm gonna get copyrighted or not. I feel like you guys know where I went with that.
We can get past all this.
He said, as long as you come home to me, it's okay.
Team for 2 years. It was one thing for you to be part of a covert unit. But now you've put a target on your chest that rightfully belongs to Wonder Woman.
Think you kids had never been to the Watchtower's grotto. Most of the memorials are to kids like you, who never got the chance to grow up, marry, or have children of their own.
I feel like who never got a chance to grow up is kind of the end of that sentence. Like, oh no, they didn't get married.
Tara, there's something I need you and your brother to hear.
Keep it to yourself. You're about to die anyway. That is my personal business and no one else's.
I've seen these before. They're Lex Luthor spider bots.
Help me! Please! I want to go home!
What do you need to tell us?
It's about Gabrielle and who she really was. You see, she knew too much after taking Bedlam's bribe.
Bribe?
To turn off the security system and open a door, allowing Bedlam's assassin to enter and kill the king and queen, your parents.
How long have you known?
But like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, you can get mad at her, but she didn't do it. Gonna beat her ass, gonna fight, like... This is honestly an example of like telling the truth does not benefit anyone. Like, maybe it makes you feel better because you're not keeping a secret, but it just ruins their day. And for what? Outsider's parents grounding them. Which, frankly, these parents kind of suck it took them this long.
I never should have sanctioned it. I will not let you...
Jay, this isn't about me. This is about Joan. You're in mourning, lost, alone, but I'm not going.
I feel like that's really rude to use someone's grief to be like, I can do whatever I want, you're just mourning.
To be there for these kids. If not us, then who?
The League, that's kind of the whole point of this discussion. And if not the League, the team, because they're already not following the laws and restrictions of the League.
Someone has to empower them. If not us, then who?
You and I have had
I like
tough
that girl.
times. You know families of meta teens are being torn apart every day. Someone needs to show them families can survive and stay together. If not you and me, then who?
I'm kind of disappointed that that monkey case ended up being being a real mission, because I was really hoping it would be the y'all are way too freaking smug and you're about to get just like fly right into a trap.
And there you have it, faithful viewers. The outrageous outsiders. We're here with UN Secretary General...
I am happy though, because most of the things I complained about as far as the like political aspects of the outsiders that wasn't being addressed, finally we've gotten it.
Instead, these irresponsible super children rush in.
Even though it has to be
and the
because
predictable
Lex
result,
is
an explosion,
manipulating the
massive
whole
property damage.
situation.
Sad. It's appalling. Flash, Wonder Woman, and the League allow it. I happen to know.
Oh, well,
that
they're
the
not
parents
publicly
and
connected.
guardians of these
Any
teenage
idiot could
outsiders
connect
are
those
not
teams and know
on
that the
board
League knows
with
what's
their
about to
antics.
happen.
That's why I call upon the nations of the world to authorize a new hero registry to catalog, unmask, and regulate all vigilantes.
Lex is the only person on the show I feel like who's consistently written in a logical way, where I understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Yes, in the 1950s.
The good old days.
You make some interesting points.
Right?
He's like, these aren't fun headlines.
Inaccurate would better suit. Seems the outsider's parents are 100% on board. The original Flash, Jay Garrick, even started a brand new media account to post this video.
No one could have stopped me from being a hero when I was young. So I say,
we are all outsiders.
No, so corny.
Fascist hero registry didn't work in 1950s, won't work now. Hashtag we are all outsiders. And
I will say it is,
more.
even though I feel like the Lex Luthor part makes more sense, I am having fun with him getting overplayed since he's usually winning every single round flawlessly. It is kind of nice to see him being pissed.
And you needed a wake-up call. You took the wrong approach, my friend, allowing a personal vendetta to cloud your judgment. You know, Ivo's factory actually belonged to you. We know you lost a fortune in Spider Boss, but your campaign against the outsiders was backfiring badly.
But only on them. Not the League, though. Everyone was like, I'm going along with it, screw them.
So the 6 of us devised a plan. Oracle posted the blurred monkey image on the Outsiders feed. I posed as the distraught Matthew Malone.
While I morphed into his missing daughter, Moira.
The Ivodrone and the monkeys?
Those were damaged bots, salvaged from Ivo's last base by Robin, who repaired, reprogrammed, and operated them via remote control.
See, I was like, I'm so annoyed that that mission is just working.
Lex will know this was a setup. But knowing and proving are two different things.
Is that your excuse? Don't any of you see how truly compromising this
is? This is amazing. We don't... No moralizing. That's awesome.
We have gone beyond lying to our comrades and the public. Now we're staging false events. Even with the best of intentions, that is crossing a line. You must see that.
It's Batman. He doesn't must see anything. Oh, are they acknowledging that Victor exists? Even in photo form? I'm gonna have to edit out like half this damn video as this dog keeps barking. Oh no, is she writing like a suicide letter? Or a if I should die before I wake letter, rather? I'm like a good 50-50 on this episode. I'm like 50% A, loving Lex getting outsmarted even though... Like at first I was like, he's being outsmarted, which is nice because up to this point he rarely has been except for like the big meeting in season 2. So I appreciated that, but I was always like, I'm kind of not happy with him being outsmarted because he's being outsmarted by the Outsiders' popularity, which has been this thing that I have taken issue with for the last 4 episodes. But I also love that their Outsiders' popularity is now being intentionally curated by Batman and this like little secret sect of the League because... Damn, yes, make the League do something, make them participate in the overarching storyline, make the fact that these random cocky teenagers aren't just somehow saving the world on their own through their sheer awesomeness, like, to have it be like, no, there's a deeper thing happening, they're not even aware of it, but basically the adults in the room, to some degree, are controlling that narrative. I love that so much, actually. Like, I still don't enjoy the outsider scenes, like, on their own, but, oh... That aspect to it is great. I like that so much. Wonder Woman's still in her feelings about it, but I just think she should get with the winning team. You must understand, Batman. There's a line. Does he? Does he understand that? So that's all the stuff I did like, but yeah, like I said, I'm still really not enjoying the actual, like, outsiders dynamic. Like, I just find them... grating. I think Gar talks too much. I think we can cut his screen time by like a solid 30 to 40%. I'd be really happy with that. I mentioned in the intro, I was like, hey, maybe we'll finally see Vic again. And they were like, well, mention him, only to say that no one sees him. So I guess maybe in season 4, and until then they're gonna be like, he's in his room for the whole, it's been months literally since the last episode, but he's just in his room, he doesn't talk to anyone. Has he seen his dad since then? I don't know. Does he have a plot line? No. But just introduced him just for... And, like, they could have all had a really cool relationship between him and Violet. Violet can't talk to any of her loved ones for various things. Her loved one mainly being Brion, to be like, so, I cheated on you. I'm in the body of someone who betrayed your parents and had them assassinated. Also, I'm dying. There's a lot of stuff going on with her. What if the person that she could open up to is a person who's not going to tell her business anyway because he's not talking to anyone at all. She has issues, he has issues, trauma bond. Like, the material is there. Instead, it's just like, Dr. Jace. And I just feel like I would have enjoyed her and Vic having scenes in this episode more than her scenes with Dr. Jace, more than her telling Brienne and Tara the truth. I don't really think that was necessary. Just because then at least we could A, have her work through those emotions on screen, have Vic on screen at all, and actually like move forward and like getting to know her on a deeper level. Because honestly, her introduction was she was a very sweet, nice girl.
Not a girl.
Which was cool, and I love that, and she was very cool. And like, I like that about her. I've been rooting for her from the beginning, if that wasn't obvious. But then they were like, okay, so she's a sweet, nice girl. We throw on some trauma. And so now her personality is anxious girl.
Not a girl.
So it's like, okay, well, let's explore that in depth. Hell, even a moment of defining my personhood, not based on my sexuality or gender identity, but just the fact that, like, am I a person? Was I a person as a mother box? Or, like, I mean, we all kind of view mother boxes as sentient, but would it be different to be in a corporeal body? Like, these are really interesting questions that they never really delve deep with her, because then they're like, anyway, she's got a boyfriend. After being, she's basically a newborn. I have concerns about the relationships on this show. Everyone is like an adult baby, and I think that's weird, like, after the 4th time. Or in McGann's case, an 80-year-old teenager. Like, The Outsiders' popularity is in some way being lifted and coddled by the Justice League and their creation of a success narrative to help boost The Outsiders and thus MetaHuman's popularity with the general population. I did really like seeing G. Gordon Godfrey as, like, more than just the, you know, big negative Tucker Carlson kind of yelling at the screen guy, but also getting that, like, behind the curtain of, like, oh, well, yes, I'm here to scare and fearmonger and, you know, do all that, but also I'm here for, you know, viewer satisfaction. I'm here to have people agree with me. So if I'm all on Team Lex, but if Lex is now going against a group that's too popular, that's something I don't even want to go against right now because that may hurt my personal brand. That's just, you know, those little tidbits of greed and, what's the word? Putting himself first, and just like a little bit more of that kind of game player attitude with him, and just giving him a little bit more depth as well. And I think that's really cool, and I liked getting those little aspects of him. Obviously, because most of the time we saw him behind a camera. So seeing him as, like, the person and just being like, hey, you know, I was with you, but you made the wrong move here, and I'm not going down with that ship. That's fun. That gives depth. That gives interest. I don't think I have anything really else to say. I feel like this was like a solid, like, 50-50, 50% love, 50% y'all are really annoying type episode. So, like, altogether, I think I'm going to go positive on it, because I think The Outsiders are what they are. It's not like there's going to be an episode for the rest, you know, for the rest of the season at least, that doesn't feature them. So I think if there are enough good things for me to genuinely enjoy this episode, call it a win, call it an improvement. My optimism paid off on this one, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. All those good things that make me very, very happy. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app for as long as it still exists. So, like, 3 weeks at Leah Sees Movies. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.